How's it going, guys? Clan here. I just want to say hello. We're still kind of getting set up a little bit. People are coming in. I'm going to leave this live, but I'm going to mute it and I'm going to flip the camera around. That way you guys can kind of see what's going on here and everything that's happening. And then we'll come back and we'll do a little bit of a battery safety and maybe a little bit of some rebuilding, and we'll see how it goes. But we'll be here for the next couple hours, so vape on.
see, man. You got building tools? We got it. Yeah.
I have.
See? From Gentry.
Nice.
A whole line of custards.
That's
Delicious. Delicious.
Can I sit on the couch and make this happen? Probably not.
We need something. No, you gotta let
Exactly. No, it's a joke. Can I have a bathroom?
Actually, one right there.
Sweet, dude. I got it here. Sure you want to go there.
What kind of battery you got?
Which one, left or right? I'm guessing right.
Yeah.
You and the 2 viewers online.
Huh? You got 1600? That battery. Yeah. These we're gonna go over battery safety and stuff. How long have you been monitoring? You got it. I'll read it. Cool. We'll go over all this shit. So how do you usually build? You just build it and then.
I've never actually built one myself.
Okay, cool.
Place the pot.
Cool. Right on. So we'll learn a bunch of stuff today. Huh?
Yeah. They're in the cabinet.
Hey, can you grab us some 26 and some 28 gauge wire?
26 and 28.
Yeah, just like 2 or 3 feet of each. Do you have any wire?
See, I want a booth like that, man. I don't want to
We sell wires.
Instead of code like that.
I would grab some 28 gauge.
Okay. You guys sell like.
We don't sell building kits, but I have all the tools we need for the night here, and I can tell you right now.
Alright, here's
Cool.
what.
Yeah, we'll get some wire. We have cotton. We can use tell me what. I would go 28 gauge wire. Grab like 2 feet.
One of the most essential things.
Give us now.
There's fun to plug in around here.
Steve, you got wire?
There's a huge power strip
under that table right
I see it now. This is a nice charger, though.
Is that the E-Lux?
Yeah.
Yeah,
E-Fest?
charger.
Dude, the charge is super fast. Like, it'll charge
Yeah.
me 2.
2. Yeah, it'll charge for 2 amps. Only on 2
Yeah, only on 2 batteries, but still, who gives
Yeah,
a
it's
shit?
still really sick.
I charged 1 battery in like 30 minutes.
Charging it in the hand.
Yeah. But usually I just need one, and I can throw the other one in there. You know?
Is it split? So if you have one on both sides, it's still 2 amps each?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe.
That's what I'm burning. That's what I'm doing right now.
What's up, buddy?
Who are you?
Devin. Nice to meet you, Devin. Nice to meet you, my friend.
You got all this shit up in here. Is this just yours?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool with me.
How many mods you got? 5?
3, 4, 4.
Joe, you get some wire?
Yeah.
That's it? I thought you had like a whole strand. That's 2 feet. Oh, I guess that's enough. You don't need much more.
Do you have pliers? The minimums?
Mike Madsen's got. Look at this fucking building that in like shot in front of him, dude.
Tight.
He's got 4 drawers.
Those ones are good.
Uh-huh.
I like to go
For now.
Huh? Yeah, I got one.
You got the rollout mats, like, well, bam, let's build. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Alright. Got the butane torch and everything. I don't know what you use that for, but
Dude, the torch is the wire, the
just burn off the wire.
Which is essential. I don't know.
Really? Wow.
It's the torch is really good for torching the airport and makes that sticky.
Huh.
Bit of fuse we go into.
You use Eco Wool or Silica or
The wool is silica and eco wool are 2 different types of wood.
Oh, alright.
they're
This is eco wool.
What's better to burn with?
Eco Wool's
This
nice
is
because it goes up
Silica.
to like 1500 degrees Celsius, 4% print.
Oh, wow.
So you have very high.
So you can actually just like smoke the shit out of your vape.
Well, right. So you can take like a torch and torch your wick, and it makes it stiff. And then mount it. How's it going, man?
Alright, that's good.
So it's good.
Not bad.
That's nice.
Go ahead and grab a chair. Sorry, we're kind of limited on space.
Alright. You don't do it good. You don't do it this way. You don't make it different. You do.
Where's the rest of your crew?
I can't even see if you guys are commenting.
I figured they'd beat me here since they, live right there.
It's slacking, dude.
They drove out here for power.
Are you recording us, man?
I am.
Really?
Yeah,
We're live on Google.
we're live right now.
I do some obscene shit. And I don't know. As long as this isn't like PG rated.
We're all 18 up here.
Okay.
18 in that club.
Yeah. I'm Steve, by the way.
Tom.
Nice to meet you, man.
I got 2 viewers.
Luke.
2 awesome viewers.
Nice to meet you, brother.
I can tell you. Make your bag of dicks however you go. I don't know, Mike, what do you want to do?
I figured out how to get some comments set up for you guys.
Quick action, dude. And cooking. Somebody's everything, dude. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Do me a favor, somebody comment in here and see if can anybody see that?
I sort of did it just see on accident.
Like, okay.
I got you.
Sick. Do you have a Allen wrench? Oh, okay, sick. I got drill bits here. You guys can wrap it around.
I gotta figure out how to get you guys some fucking comments.
Sorry, brother, we'll get there. You got some wire. Usually built with cotton. Yeah. Okay, we got cotton here.
Titus, if you're watching, they're actually my shirt. I sell them online for $25 a piece.
Oh, you know how many would you like to have that?
I would just comment, guys, on the actual video, and I can answer all your questions, comments, stuff like that.
Depends on your battery. What kind of battery you have?
I got a black one. The black one you guys still here?
Yeah, you can't go low on that.
I see on it.
No, you can't go low on that. You should get one of these orange MNK.
You guys have them?
Yeah.
You guys got more in stock?
You can order 2. I just got 2 for $18.
Aren't those your batteries? How much are they?
They're $12.
Whatever. I'll buy it right here right now.
Yeah, go down to MNK.
Damn it, where's my debit
Aren't
card?
those your batteries?
No.
Yeah, those are his. 2 of them are his. Those orange ones.
Oh, there
Those are who?
Devin's.
Okay.
He ordered them.
Alright, here's the wire.
I'll buy it in a minute. My debit card's in the car.
What gauge is this?
There's 2,
That's-
28 and 26.
Okay.
With all the difference. I'm kidding.
Thank
What about that green battery I have? What can I do on that? The one that's in there. The one with that.
I don't know what battery this is.
Oh yeah, you're probably not gonna go above 5 amps on that.
No. Is this a Panasonic, you said?
For sure. Like 60% sure.
Zach sold it to me, man.
Well, if you don't know what battery you're rocking with, I wouldn't go.
He said don't go lower than 0.5.
Okay. So it's probably.
Because he made 0.6.
You get that.
I would.
No, my homie sold me the whole set for $40. So that's where I'm at. I mean, it was worth it.
I wouldn't build a 0.5 on that E-Fest.
What?
That battery, that black battery.
There's 27 KUs.
What can I build on that?
You can go down to 0.25, is it?
This battery dies really quick too.
The 27 KUs.
Whoa!
Woo!
Yeah, the
No.
27 KUs are good. They have a good amp rating, but they. Only 15 minutes.
See,
We
They
will be
sold me
getting
on
in-
it. They told me, yeah, dude, this battery's better than the battery you have. And I was like, okay.
Well, it is because it has
It's got
higher
better
amp
amp
ratings, and it's not going to blow up. Which is
Well, yeah, I don't want to blow my teeth up. That's like a really important thing in my life.
It is. It is.
I mean, I'm more worried about right here. And I can get it like and whatever, right? Let it rest.
That's all the built.
What did these?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It's all
only
fucking
$1,600.
chain falls off. None of it fucks.
Those are probably 8 amps.
Are you sure?
In the neighborhood, they might be 10.
Let me look it up. I thought there were more.
Because what battery do I have? I have the 2000 on. I can build a 0.7 no problem.
This is
You should be able to have a 0.5, 0.6 on that. I'd have to look at the actual.
I've actually pushed that one up.
Yeah, I think this is a 20 amp battery.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
No, it's not around like 5.
You think I should push
It should be good at that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go any lower.
It's a lot.
Does it
Lot
get super
32.
hot at all?
Clock 32 good?
No.
What are you gonna build?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Build a micro coil.
Alright, so
Build an amp coil.
That sucks.
What would you build it on?
What's that?
I don't know the difference between
What?
You can do it for your own.
I'm the one.
You can use one of my batteries right now.
I'll buy one. Like, it doesn't matter making it happen, you know.
We had the other one, right?
That's what I have.
I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, you can buy it.
Yeah.
But they're all bullshit.
Let him start now. We should repeat this.
Let me hit that, dude. I'm fucking feeding for that nicotine.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. So,
Yeah, I have one jewel twist. I have one.
For sure. Yeah, we double up the twisted then.
alright, so to start off, let's just go over a couple different coils. I built strictly with cotton. Does anybody else here use eco wool or silica?
That's what I have on.
I've never put that.
That's actually.
My chi has a taste for human flesh.
Oh no, what happened?
I burned the fuck out of my fingers.
Hey, it's Tom, right? Hey, everybody, this is Tom.
It's on.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome.
Corey.
Steven.
Nice to meet you, Steven.
Yeah.
What's up, Joe? How's it going, man?
You
You guys are live, just so you know.
Oh, hey.
Because I was
So-
busy burning my finger.
Alright, you wanna get us started?
For sure.
That stupid
custom I was building. He decided to try. For sure.
So,
Brought it up, so.
Both like that. You guys can grab a seat, I'll shoot some stuff down here.
Or now it's Steven's finger.
it's
Look
loaded.
at that.
I can't believe we even got it. Something cool. It was.
Vape University. That's cute.
So, you wanna start us off with some battery safety?
Yeah, have you guys seen my site at all, Vape University? A lot of good stuff on there, information, battery safety, things like that. Really what you want to pay attention to is your amp limit. So the biggest thing is amp limit of what battery you're using. We were just talking about that UFS.
That actually isn't pretty good.
Okay.
For sure. I use the BTC folders at 30 amp. That means I can go for inches lows on and be relatively safe. I think it's like 0.15 is the bottom. It's when that low, that's gonna get hot as hell. Whatever you want to do, as long as you're safe within your amp limits. There's a lot of math that goes into it, and I can explain that, but it's kind of simplify it. You guys know, ever heard of the C rating at all?
Steven.
In the battery? Basically what it is you have a C rating, and that's the rating that the manufacturer gives to a battery to basically the maximum amp discharge that you can do at one time, called a continuous max amp discharge. With that, like I said, there's a little bit of math. It's really simple math though, but you can find out what your amp limit is. So let's take real quick. What was your refresh battery? Was it a 1600? 1600?
The black one.
Yeah, that should be 30 amp. 30 amp or 30 amp continuous circle.
So that's
Holy shit.
Okay.
Now, 1 second you posed, I think you were good, and then 1 more second was.
Like you burned
Did
your
that, oh, you did that too. That's terrible.
Oh, that's the one that they're claiming 30 amp on. I didn't realize.
Which one?
The battery he's got, the 1600 milliamp EFS. That's the one they're claiming the 30 amp on.
Okay.
I don't know if I just
Yeah.
EFS at 30 amps, but you can definitely go pretty
Not
low.
the red ones.
Yeah, no, I think the new ones can change color, don't they? The brand new 30 amps. Yeah, the purple one. Those are the other ones I've seen that are 2100. So you're looking at the C rating. That's only if you can't find the amp limit. Any good reputable vendors should have the amp rating on it. So with these particular batteries, it's telling me 30 amp. Let's pull up the calculator here. I don't have one on my site yet. It will be real soon here. And this is cutting it off. Damn. Somebody ripped ass.
Who done it?
Oh, Steven? On the high protein diet, sorry.
I'm so happy I'm seeing this side of the airflow. Normally,
I've been known to clear backyards.
normally you just see it run.
Okay, so for instance, this battery, we know 30 amps supposedly. We'll say 25. What are you running? As far as I'm sorry,
Okay. 5.5.
0.5? Okay, so you have 0.5 ohms. You have a top out voltage of about 4.2, but under load it's more in the neighborhood of 3.7. So just to be safe, you test out the 4.2 volts. It comes out at about 8 amps. So you're well under the limit as far as safety. You're in the neighborhood of 30 to 33 watts, which is a little high for me. I like to be around 20 watts, but everybody's got their own flavor. But use a calculator. It's really simple. You don't have to do any math. And you can tell where your amp limit's at. So put it down to say 0.25. You're still going to be under the amp limit quite a bit because you're only at 16 amps. So as long as you're staying under the amp limit of the battery, I would check manufacturer settings for the amp limits just because it's the most accurate. That's where the C rating comes into. And if you want to know the math behind the C rating, you can check out my website. All the math's there, explains it on a basic level, Ohm's law, go back to physics class. But it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple to keep yourself safe as long as you know the amp rating and what ohm you're at. That's why an ohm meter is really really a valuable tool.
I also have I have a little cheat sheet here that's got most of the battery models. It's got amp limits, and it's got the lowest safe coil resistance.
See, I've seen those, and I've seen 2 in the last year that were both wrong. And then I was looking for one today, and I couldn't find any. So if you got one that's accurate,
This one seems pretty accurate to me.
that's sweet. Oh yeah, this is one of the older ones. Oh yeah, this is pretty accurate. Doesn't have the BTC4s on it, unfortunately.
No, that was pre-BTC4.
Yeah, it was. Oh wait, no, it's on there. Is it? Yeah, we updated it. It looks like. Nice.
There's a link on there if you want to type it in.
For sure. That's awesome. Those INRs, I think those Samsung INRs are awesome. They have the best curve. If you look at the curves and you like curves and you're not going for like five chuck-ins, 22 amps. I mean, pretty low still, but.
So, basically, I mean, there's a lot of math to battery safety, but what it boils down to, and like for functionability, what you need to know is what your amp limit is and how low you can safely build the coil.
Exactly.
This chart here kind of explains it, and you know, on like a 30 amp battery, you can go to about 0.2. And on a 30 amp battery is the only thing that I would put in the device because I like to build low. Now, if you are, for longevity of your battery, you want to build a one over above coil, you can find that like EPS 2000 or AW 2000. But if you're sitting here and you have a dripper with holes drilled out in it, chances are that you sub them. So you want to make sure when you buy a battery that it's a battery that has a 30 amp rating. The more popular ones are these VCT4s. These orange MNKEs are really good batteries. The difference between them is that the difference between them is that the MNKEs are like a 1500 milliamp, which can be a shorter battery life. And the ACT4s are like a 20, or there's one that's a 2100, and that's just more.
Well, man, you're in the right place.
They're a little more expensive than the MNKEs, but as far as safety, they're virtually the same. So when you buy a battery, if you're new to building coils, I would highly recommend that you buy a battery that's a 30 amp rated battery, such as the MNKEs. eFest has one that's 2100 milliamp, and they're coming out with another one that's 2250. But that's the main thing you want to focus on when you buy your battery. Because then when you experiment with building coils, you don't have limitations and you're safe.
Especially when you're building the dual coils.
Yes.
That's, you build a dual coil, it's having a resistance. So you got two 1 ohms, you're in a 0.5.
Right.
So, especially when you get into dual coils like the IGO W, stuff like that, it's a lot more important to pay attention to safety. Yeah, you know, it's hot as hell, and if you don't have gigantic, wide air holes, it's just going to be warmer the more you get on there. Even if it's the same resistance, it's just hot. Like, on my IGO L, I put a dual coil on top of each other, and nothing changed, except it was hotter. Like, okay, well, I don't want a hot vape, so look at that.
So, you haven't built a coil yet. So let's take this apart. Let me grab some of my tools for a second. Steve,
What's up?
you wanted to build a coil as well, right?
Yeah, I need to.
Do you want to help
Really
me
my
start
coil.
on a coil?
Sure, man.
Because my coil is fucked.
Yeah, what will you do over here?
Yeah, dude. Down. I'm gonna be using the end card, so I'm trying to go a little lower because I like the smoke back. You know?
Alright guys, I'm going to turn this around a little bit here
Wow, so feel free to chime in and give us
so you can
some,
kind of see what's going on.
This is his first coil, so I'm going to teach him something
Yeah,
like
my first
a
coil,
micro
too.
or a nano coil. You use cotton, so I think micro or nano coil is probably the thing.
We're gonna be more careful.
This is
Bottom
piece next. A micro coil is a coil that builds around
I would highly recommend replacing that team spring. because it gets real. The one that gets real hot and that's straight champs. I actually pulled one out of a small.
I like this Hangouts on Air, guys. Thanks for, the one viewer. Thanks for viewing.
Yeah,
Like I would watch the coil.
So I need to go get a little bit of, how much wire do I need?
Are you building the dual coil or a single?
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Well, that's what my buddy built for me. Like,
For sure. I'd say get about
We'll build a couple different.
not this much.
that much? Yeah.
See which one's what. What I'll start out with is just a nail coil. Good morning.
There.
Yeah, go ahead. There's, what do you need, 28 gauge?
Yeah, whatever.
28 or 30. 30 is better if you got it.
Here, grab them, no, not that. Ready?
Thank you.
It's like 7 ounces.
It's 30 bigger?
28.
Cloud chicken.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be very good.
Alright guys, here I got a
So I guess one?
1/16th drill bit I got from Home Depot.
Yay long?
Yeah, we'll start with that.
And also have. So. When you build the cotton, you always build your coil first. So. Okay.
Should be good. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna take one more so I can rebuild some.
Yeah. I couldn't get enough fucking tension on it.
And this is solid comes with. Oh, yeah. It's good. The first one's quite old, that's pretty expensive there. You don't have to.
My buddy told me to use 26 gauge, but I don't know anything about this.
It's about preference, to be honest. You know, some people I like to
the
use
difference?
30. The gauge, the thickness of the wire,
And 30 is obviously larger.
smaller.
It's smaller.
The smaller the gauge, the bigger the actual millimeter of the wire itself.
Because I can stretch the wire out.
So that
So
You do this so it's more like stiff, right?
yeah,
You torch it
Yep.
so it's stiffer,
So it's
so
not-
you don't have to deal with like the windy bullshit.
right. So it doesn't bounce back so much. It's not so springy.
That makes so much sense because it's a pain in the ass.
It
I tried
is.
it, like he
It
taught me
bounces
how to do it
back
the other
and-
day, and I made a horrible coil.
So I just took the pliers there. It's hard to see. I know. I'm sorry. And I got them. How's it going, guys?
Your first problem, 25 coils, the absolute shit.
Just gonna take and torch the wire a little bit, get it a little less springy.
I had 2 through the hole.
Wait for it to cool off. Still springy, but not quite as springy. Can't really see that, I don't think.
Two things.
All right.
So if anybody wants it, I don't think
So go ahead and I would cut the wire in half because you're gonna do a dual coil.
You want to build a quad coil? No. Let me rephrase that. You have to build a quad coil.
There we go. Now, this is my favorite build, so I'm gonna show you this one first because it's simple. You don't have to worry about twisted wiring, none of that shit. It's just simple. Just take your wire, double it over, crease it. And throw a little more juice here. Somebody had talked to me on Reddit and asked me how to build coils. So I hope that my one viewer is that person. It's either that or a buddy over at E6 City. So just take the wire, hold it on one end, and then torch it like you saw me do. Just get a nice little torch.
Is that like,
Bringing
is
this
that
out.
going to be alright? You know, it's bent?
Yeah, I mean,
We can straighten it
it's
out
not a
real
huge deal.
quick. Okay, just making sure. So,
So turn it on. There you go.
Oh, they will have. Is that live?
What's up? Yes, it is. We are on Hangouts on Air. There's only one viewer, but it was looking at the whole room a minute ago. But since we're doing rebuilding, I'm gonna try to do it on camera. I have an HD camera, but I forgot the tripod. So, oh well. There we go. You just got a little less springy there. So take your drill bit. You're gonna need to get a drill bit from Home Depot. It's like a 1/16, and that's what I like to build around. So just make sure the wire's kind of together.
like that.
Yeah.
Closer.
Did you guys need help? Okay, cool. I had a couple questions. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would want help them make payphones.
So like
I just got a K-Fun, so we're gonna be doing a K-Fun build after this guy. So, okay, so you take the loop end, and you're gonna stick it on your side of the drill bit, and just put your thumb on it. Leave a little bit of a lead there.
Is that there?
Leave a little bit more of a lead on top, just so you have a little bit of working room. Try to get your thumbs out of the way as much as possible, but I have big old fat fingers, so it's hard for me. Come put your hands. Okay, so you're gonna take the bottom, and you're just gonna go real slow and wrap as close to your thumb as you can, and then just wrap as close together each wrap as you can. So I'll show you real quick just so you can see. Get it tight the first one, and then you just want to wrap as close to that coil, the last coil, as you can.
Okay. So forward, go forward with it?
Yep. So you're going to be wrapping it around and just try to get it's close. I do about 8 wraps, so 8 full revolutions. And like I said, you're going to want to get it as close to each individual coil that you just wrapped as you possibly can. So this is there's the camera here. This is the beginning. It's really messy, but I'm going to clean that up in a second here. That's just the beginning. Let's see if I can get this to focus.
You said 8 wraps?
See, I don't like the Russian because it has a chance of shorting out on top. Because the post design has the center post that's free.
Yeah.
Instead of like the K-Phone where it's just the 2 posts. Yeah. So I've seen people, Buddy bought a brand new Caravella. Okay.
Right.
Brand new, right? Huh?
Real one?
Yeah, a real one, right? Brand new. Built his coil, no problem. Vaped on it for a day. He was driving, nonetheless. And the shit started getting hot. Couldn't figure out why. And hotter and hotter and hotter. It got to the point where he couldn't hold it anymore. Quickly took it apart, took the battery out, tossed the battery, chucked the stuff in his cup holder, and pulled over. Turns out that top, because of the way it sits, the top had gotten spun a little bit on accident and was shorting out on the positives and the negatives. So you just, yeah, ruined his Caravella. Ruined it. I mean, this is $1,000 mod he spent, you know, whatever he spent on it, ruined it. So I don't like the Russian after that. I got an H Cigar K-Fun clone that I would suggest over the Russian.
Yeah, it definitely has its issues. Ball bearing can get.
Alright, I got 8 wraps on there. I want to make sure that they're not overlapping, right?
Yeah. You want them as close as possible. That actually doesn't look too bad. So you're going to take this lead over here that's kind of off center, and you're going to hold this side
Hold
so that it
this side.
doesn't, yeah, on the actual wire where it ends. And you're just going to pull that up so it's close. So pull that lead. Yep, exactly. Now you want the leads on the same side like this, facing the same way. Don't worry about making them pretty out. We'll do that next. Just make sure that they're facing the same way and that leg isn't out there.
Like that?
Yeah. Now your fingernails.
Yeah, I sort of.
So take your fingernails and you get it on all 4 fingers like that, and you just push that bitch together as much as you can. Try not to make them overlap, but you want to just kind of push them together. You want that as compact as possible. Once we mount it, we're going to fire it and get them to where every wire is touching.
Like that?
Yeah.
Actually, pretty good.
Not bad for your first time. And that's why I like this coil, because it's easy. Regular microcoil, you have a lot more space you're dealing with.
Yeah. The one my buddy had me build was just like 6 wraps, and it was like single wraps with like one, just like you.
For sure.
You don't bend it in half.
How many wraps did you remember?
8.
8?
Like you told me.
Okay. So you're going to take that coil, you're going to take it off and set it aside, and do the same exact thing you just did and try to make it the most identical to that first coil as you possibly can. So you want the same wraps, you want the same length of wire, which is why we cut it in half. Resistance is all about the length of the wire. So if the lengths are off a little bit, they're going to be off and they're not going to fire evenly for the dual coil. Now, does this have post holes? Thank God. It's going to be a hell of a lot easier. I'm glad you got what you got. Is that an IGOW?
I don't know, man. I don't even know what it is. I just know my buddy sold it to me for $40 with everything. 2 batteries. So I know that I got a good deal.
Yeah, what was it?
I think this is a KTS, if I'm correct. What do you think of the bottom side fire? You like that?
It gets really hot.
Really?
Well, the buddy over there told me like that if I get a steel screw, it won't get quite as hot.
I think it's also your build. So now that you have this big battery in there, is this the one you just bought?
No, I didn't buy it yet. I got the orange one.
Okay. I was gonna say this one's way messed up.
It's not a good battery.
No, it's fine. It's just if that's brand new, we got issues.
Right? Yeah. What did you put that here?
What flavor you guys vaping on?
I 5 pounds Gambit.
Nice. Oh, from here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Other than like pretty much.
Swag or no ASCII probably.
Have you ever heard of this? These guys?
Kind juice. No, I have not.
Man, if you want, you like blueberries?
I don't like the fruity vapes a whole lot.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
Not your thing.
I like custards and desserts.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I definitely like the custards now. I'm going that route. But this thing right here, man, when you're looking for just like a solid taste, it's like taking a handful of blueberries.
What flavor is it? Blueberry something?
Yeah, it's just blueberry. It's called. Damn it! This is blueberry.
You're not even smoking on this shit. You thought we were smoking on it?
It's this one's turf. This is actually pretty good too as well, though. It really is. Blueberry, man. It is intense.
They run out of it just about as quick as they get it in.
What is it called? It's like midnight. Blueberry. I don't know.
Thanks again for watching, man. And 1 viewer. Woohoo!
It's like twisted. They're gonna be alright. It's like a little twisted and stuff.
You're gonna want it not twisted if you can help it. It's just gonna cause problems. If anybody has ever tried, you can't even see that. Oh yeah, you can a little bit. It's Vigneron Vapors. Anyway, it's called Fiasco. It's in Cali, and the shit tastes like cinnamon toast crunch. It's delicious. Mm.
God damn it.
You got it?
She's just fucking won't stop overlapping.
It's alright. When you go to wrap it, you can
It'll get better.
pull it up, yeah. You're not leaving, are ya?
So like right there, giving enough breathing room.
Yeah, you're gonna want to put your thumb back to your
Yeah, I
left
know.
as far as possible when you wrap
I'm
that.
just trying to get it to not fucking overlap. Piece of shit.
Let's grab my case out here. What it is good for? We were playing Cards Against Humanity last night, and one of the black cards came up with war. What is it good for? That was the question. Absolutely nothing. Say it again. How you doing over there?
I'm doing.
You having trouble?
Nope. Finally got it to fucking cooperate with me.
You just want to grab the end of it and just fucking wrap that bitch.
Keeps on overlapping. There we go. Finally got it to cooperate.
Yeah, there's actually one right there.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fire up the coils on this.
So what's this one gonna run at?
I don't know. That's what we got an ohmmeter for.
Go ahead and
Since you're getting the VTC battery, we don't have to worry about going too low, but we don't want it too hot for you either. You get a real K-Fun? Oh, sweet. Mike, do you know which clone you guys carry for the K-Fun? Is that an H cigar?
I think it's an Eco or H cigar.
Okay. Sweet. Because I get the H cigar. I don't know. The build quality. If it's like the tobacco ones, they're real crunchy. You know, the threads, so like you can feel them crunching when you go to unscrew it and screw it back in. And this one was a little bit, but it went away. I don't have that issue anymore. For sure. Let me go ask.
Got that 340 euro.
You just said that you had to build it.
Just so you guys know, the shirts over there are my shirts. It's what I'm wearing. It's only for 20 piece. I got a few left, so if anybody wants them, they're here.
I'm putting that symbol on the bottom of my mod.
The Traquecha? Nice. Hell yeah.
I got a dude that works for an engraving company.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so he's gonna. I got a whole bunch of really cool designs. I'm just gonna throw across my attic or my mod.
Nice. Hell yeah. I'd like to do somebody on Reddit. Are you on Reddit at all? Posted a nemesis that it was. They shaved off the logos. They put the one ring to rule them all writing around the bottom of the lock ring, and then they wrote like all kinds of Elvish on it and shit. It looks so sick. Just like, damn it, I want to do that. I get like a Celtic knot around the ring,
Let's see what I'm
and
gonna
then
do.
like some shit on the mod.
So I'm gonna do that sign right there, and then on this it's gonna have this Celtic kind of embroidery in here as well here, and then I don't know. I'm gonna try doing something all throughout here.
How much is it costing you?
Look
Look
at this.
for sure. North Glendale.
I wrapped this one
If
too.
you want to get it done, I'll let you know.
For sure, I'd love
You can always
to.
get somebody. So
For sure.
This one's bigger than one I just wrapped. I think I wrapped it one too many times.
Is it an extra wrap, you think?
Yeah. It
The-
looks like
the
it's
second coil?
exactly, yeah, the second coil. Is
Okay,
an
so
extra
throw it
wrap.
back on
The screw.
the screw, yep, and just unwrap it one wrap carefully. Sometimes that happens. You just want to count how many wraps.
Yeah, it's
First time.
exactly one wrap extra.
Like I said, you want them to be almost identical.
Yeah.
You guys hear that? We got a 26 gauge wire now. Nice. Okay, so.
Oh my god.
it's gonna be so hot.
So delicious.
Oh yeah, perfect now.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to take my coil off so that you can use this. You're going to stick each coil on a drill bit
On the same one.
on different ones.
Okay.
It makes it so much easier to mount. And you got it squished with your fingers for both of them? As
Yep.
close as you can get it? Okay.
I did it, but I'll do it again.
Nothing like a fresh, dry formaldehyde hit in the morning. Ruin your day.
I had a twisted 28 gauge.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to show you how to mount the first one, but I'm not actually going to mount it.
Wrapping them.
And I'll let you do it.
I want them to be as even as possible, like the wires on the ends, right?
Yep.
Or I can cut them after I mount them, right?
Right. So that's not an issue. It's the
It's just a
coil
matter of-
themselves that need to be the exact same. I mean, it's
Or else they don't fire evenly, right?
right. We're using. Do you know what kind of wiki we're using?
Cotton.
Really?
Yeah. I have way too much cotton in there from what Mike told me.
This one right here, the same one.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
didn't
just
see
know
it,
what
so-
my buddy told me.
For sure. Well, I mean, everybody's got a preference. You can build a million ways, and everybody does it their own way. And this is how I was taught, and I really liked it.
Let me know.
Yeah. But that's a 2000 though.
Wish I could zoom in.
No, that was 2000. Why does it say 2000? Because they're labeled wrong. That's weird.
I think they're about even.
So you're gonna want to scrunch these together.
More.
Yeah. Like you want them touching. Just put it there and hold it there for a minute. See what I'm doing a little bit? I'm just scrunching that coil there. There we go, right on the white background. Just scrunching that coil a little bit. There we go, that's a little better. We're going to be able to fix that on the once it's mounted. Anyway, so it's not a huge deal.
What is it?
The post holes make it so much easier, let me tell you. Alright. So you're going to take it. See, I'm probably not going to be able to do this on camera very well. and you want to throw both wires
One through the middle, one through the.
right. There we go. Pull that bitch through.
Get it as close as possible.
Um,
Not as close as possible.
with the
Not-
micro coils, they can be mounted almost anywhere.
No work. Alright.
So you're gonna want it right in the center there, and you're gonna leave the drill bit until they're mounted. So you're gonna want it right about there,
Okay.
so it's not touching the outside cap when you put the cap on, and it's
Mhm.
not touching the base.
Okay.
So we're gonna hold that in place, and then we're gonna take a screwdriver here.
And screw down the one on the
And
right.
we're gonna do the outside one, yeah. Damn, he kind of stripped these.
No bit. No.
That's okay. They're only like fucking $12. You can get a new one.
$12 for a screw.
No. The whole the IOW.
Oh, I was like,
You
what?
can't get screws.
It's like the screws are $12. What the hell is the matter with this world?
No. So you're just gonna play with it, make sure that's nice and tight. You don't want it too tight; it will cut the wire off, and then you gotta redo the whole fucking coil. And if you're doing dual coils, you're gonna have to do them both because they won't be the same.
Yeah, they won't be. Well,
You know.
obviously, because you have to cut the wire.
Yeah. So I got the outside one tightened. Now the hard part
He's getting the other coil in there while that
is
one's
getting
in
the other one in there.
there. Well, let's give it a go, right?
It's actually going to make it easier for you because you're going to want to put the one on the outside, yep, just like that. Throw that through, and then that way, by the time that one's through, the other one is, you can position it for the center. So that's actually a lot easier the way you did that, where you made it a little bit longer on one side. There you go. Now stick that bitch just fucking.
It needs to be like pinched. It's too wide.
Yeah, let me see it.
Just pinch it with those pliers. Just like the loop is a little.
Yeah. If you have to, you may have to do it backwards the other way around.
Jesus.
Yeah, Madsen goes hard in the paint. Just a dual nano quilt, no big deal.
0.4 is pretty low. That's going to be high.
What?
0.4. I don't like hot vapes, dude. Go ahead and try it again.
Okay. I think it'll be good now.
So you stop at Home Depot and get a little pack of 4 of these, 2 of these,
Of what?
1/16 drill bits. That way you can wrap on them because it's fucking. It helps so much in mounting and shit.
Alright, through. But
Did you? How long ago did you buy that?
Just now.
Just now. Mike, do you guys have alcohol here by chance?
yeah, they got beer in the back. We are in the
I
back.
highly suggest soaking that for an hour and rubbing alcohol, and then taking the toothbrush tube, like everything, the threads, the outside, everything, and then put in alcohol again, and then take a paper towel and just crank on those threads. There's gonna be black gunk coming off. It's machining oils and shit. And I had to do that. I just did the paper towel first with a little bit of alcohol on it. Didn't really soak it, and I didn't really take a toothbrush to it. Built my shit up, filled it up. Tastes like metal, like straight metal. I think this is gross. So I did that. I soaked it, scrubbed everything, got all the black gunk out of all of it, let it dry, rinsed it out, let it dry, and then filled it up, put it all back together, built it. Everything was good. Still tasted like metal, but only for 24 hours, and now it's fucking great. So it is going to taste like metal, so don't be alarmed.
Good luck.
But
Well, I kind of expected it with tape.
yeah. Well, like, you know, like a pro tank, you know, I just fill that bitch up and vape on it and no worries, you know what I mean? I really shouldn't, but I do.
And give yourself some extra wire to work with so it's not too short.
Is that difficult? You got it through?
I'm just making sure that it's like, how's that look?
For sure. So really, all
I
you
screwed it in a
worry
little
about
tighter.
right now is this outside one. And then you can just bend it up once it's on there mounted. Did
Is
you
it good? I tightened the screw.
tighten the outside one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it look good?
We can move these around a little bit, but they're going to be moving around anyway once we start firing them. So those look pretty good. If you just want to tighten down that center post, just be careful because that's got both your leads in it. Just do it really slowly, and you'll feel when it starts to get a little snug. You don't want it too tight. It's so fucking frustrating when you go through a coil and you break it. You go to build another coil, you break it again.
I did that the other night.
Third time's the charm, and usually you can fucking get that bitch. Or you have to walk away.
I was an idiot. I was my RSST and I was trying to get my coil centered, my micro coil centered, and I just barely nipped the bottom of it and shorted it out. Did it twice in a row.
Is it real K-Fun?
No, that's a real one.
I think you're good.
Real.
For sure. You know what? If I could afford the real ones, I would. You know, I have no problem
I think I'm
paying $120 for a mod and another $120 for a damn good Addy. You know.
Well, I really wanted. It's really close to doing it, but I missed out because they kept selling out so fast. Was a copper black Stinger.
Huh.
$120.
Have you heard about the EH clone?
Yeah, but both these orange ones are built. I already charged over.
The Russian and the K-Fun, but they have an EH.
See, I don't like
yeah,
EH. No. I feel like H Cigar is the clone maker that actually makes decent stuff.
I'm almost done.
So is mine's on it.
Dude, I need to base.
Shut up.
I might shoot up heroin if I don't have my base.
Fucking shit, that's it. Get it over with.
Alright. Who's got the dope?
So your screw wasn't quite tight enough, just so you know, so I tightened it down. It's still not quite tight enough.
Fucking screws are stripped, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna need a.
It's really shitty because I don't have my fucking debit card on me.
Especially something that big.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
Ask
really.
your buddy if he's got extra screws.
Who, Mike?
Is that who sold this to you?
Mike hasn't tried my
No.
K-Phone yet.
Whoever sold this to you is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not here. I'm just like trying to vape. Or else
No, I know. We're gonna get it to work. I'm just saying for the future, ask him if he's got.
I'll probably buy one. You know?
How hard is it to build
Well-
one coil on the tape?
Oh, I don't even think about dual coil now.
I won't even try.
I don't even build it like normal people build it. I use the post holes on the clone, and nobody uses the post holes. They wrap it around the posts themselves
Yeah, see, that's what
because I use a dual wire. I fold my wire in half, and it won't fit under the post. That outside wire always comes out, so I had to put it through the post holes, and it works great. But nobody does that, as far as I know.
I use
I do a pretty alright job.
triple twisted 30 gauge for my.
It's all
Yeah,
I'm
you're
doing.
smoking some delicious shit. Is that or is that Piece of the Undead?
Yeah,
It's great.
it is.
I know. I could.
It's awesome.
So I just pulled the leads up top
So
on
we
the
could-
inside of the screw there, just so they're kind of out of the way.
Yeah.
Up, you don't want them touching, but you just want them up and out of the way.
Just so we can see if it fires.
Right. So
How it
now
fires.
you're gonna take these out. and you're gonna put it on your ohm meter, and don't drop it.
Well,
And we'll
it's
see
a little late for that, but whatever.
Help yourself. Butterfingers.
It's all good, right? Good thing they're all Titans, huh?
We lost our viewer.
Can't argue with that.
Shorting. Where are you shorting?
Yeah, look at how it looks.
Where are you shorting?
Yeah, pretty cool. Perfect for a drip.
Yeah.
Did I make it right?
Yeah, no, it's just shorting.
What, the coil?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? That center one's loose.
I'll let you know something on that
Those,
too. Every time
damn
you
it,
come
that is
up-
straight stripped.
Yeah, I
You
know.
guys want
Well, we're gonna.
Oh, is he gonna have?
We're gonna do a K-Fun build after this one.
Yeah.
Fuck, stripped.
It's stripped.
What is?
The middle screw on the fucking.
What is it?
It's an IGOW. But he don't have his debit card.
I'm sure I'd already bought one. Yeah, I know. Bummer, huh?
It's still fucking shorting. Where is it shorting?
$20.
You had a coil on here when you came in, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Readers are great to have.
Mike,
You can also use a
you want to look at this and tell me it's shorting and I can't figure out where? Check it out. Turn it on, it just comes out blank. But I can't see anything shorted.
Just twisted wire?
No, it's a dual.
Dual wire?
Yeah. I just fold them in half. But to me, it doesn't look like it's shorting anywhere, you know? See? It was reading a minute ago, but it was jumping all over the place.
Is it charged all the way?
The ohm meter?
Yeah.
I haven't charged it at all. It should last like a good year without a charge. It's got a big battery. I don't even have a charger for it. It's at home. Yeah, see, it's shorting.
I think your own reader might be dying from it.
I just,
Holy shit.
you got another ohm reader?
Yeah, it's chargeable.
Is that the
I
same
got this
one?
thing, too.
That probably won't read as low as this is. What did you actually? It
Well,
might.
we read 0.4 earlier, 0.6.
Did it?
Well, not like when
Well,
my
this
buddy
one
built his
didn't.
coil on this and he checked it with this.
Huh.
It was 0.5 and read it.
Oh, we got one viewer back. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's 0.5.
Oh,
Just
What
put,
the fuck?
Just put that thing on the charger.
do you have a
Sweet.
charger?
So the coil is good.
Yeah, it's 0.5. Good coil.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're good.
So I built the coil.
Did you build that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I helped him mount it, but he built it.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate your help.
No problem, man.
I successfully built
Next
my first
time,
coil.
you should be able to do it on your own.
It is, dude, because I know that if I don't build that, I gotta go in like 20 minutes, so I'm not gonna have time, and then I'm
Okay.
fucked.
So I'm gonna let you do this very carefully. Trim the weeds,
All right,
the excess.
I will be very careful because I'm in a time crunch.
How are you raping?
Oh, for sure. There it is.
Actually, before you put that on there, can I see that?
The ohm meter?
Yeah.
It's a cheapo. I need to get a new one, honestly. The one with the double A's are much better. I got it from Craving Vapor for like $20.
Dude, are you kidding me? Get out of here.
I trim all the leads right. as
Yep.
much as I can.
Yep.
Gotta get Fletcher problem. Yeah, beating his girlfriend problem. He's got that problem.
Sounds like that's his girlfriend's problem.
That's a big problem.
Oh,
That's the AFC.
Yeah, right.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, you're an AFC with? Yes.
Yeah.
Any other division? That thing looks like it's
It is.
I'm liking it a lot. Just dried out so fast.
how'd I do? Do I need to be a little shorter?
That'll do for now. We're gonna have to cut those center leads off a little more in a minute, though.
It's hard to get in that close.
Yeah, it is.
Let me try again.
Oh shit!
What?
Fucking center post.
What's done?
I don't mind the defense back.
Me neither.
I can tell the difference between the
Yeah.
This I lost it on.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, you know what's funny is I ordered this welcome tool with like Groupon,
Dude, I love Groupon.
but this is what it was.
It's my shit.
I thought it was one of these. But I ended up loving these shears because they cut hot and like butter.
I think they got that at Walmart.
Cool story, bro.
Get that center post.
Is it raining all this?
Yeah, it is.
No shit.
Word player.
My windows are rolled up.
That's
Yeah, how
always
shitty was that? Just got that thing. I was so fucked up last night. I wake up around you to go Carl Jr. Fuck. I haven't even had the thing.
Your
for
car's
a
a
week.
swimming pool.
It was cool sometimes. Regular to start to take care of that car, you know, follow like.
Can I find it?
It's a price of the crossfire,
Shit.
which is fun trying to make you spin it. Barely. His knees were like this. Fucking.
You should see Steven trying to squeeze into my CRX. Give him that. I managed to squeeze my buddy. I managed to squeeze my buddy Elliot into that thing. He's 6'8".
Wow.
Very, very uncomfortably, hilariously.
1 foot out the window.
And when you're doing this at home,
Sideways.
do it on a table like this or a table that has an edge or over the trash can. These will
Oh,
fall on
yeah,
your
they-
carpet and
and
they will
they
straight up
stab
fucking
me.
stick you in your foot. It's
Yeah.
not fun.
I could tell.
And you
I
will
got
bleed.
my finger already is bleeding.
I've stuck a straight fucking like half of that straight in my finger on accident.
Get stuck?
Thinking. Yeah, I pulled right out. That shit bled like a motherfucker. Like that shit went all the way
That's
down.
the twisted one now?
We did,
We got a dip soon, dude.
9, we did 9.
All right.
We're
So is that gonna be alright?
about 70% done.
Yeah, I just gotta wrap.
Yeah. The fucking my parking structure in front of my house got struck by lightning.
All of them even.
I was like, ah!
You saw it?
Yeah, dude. Like
You witnessed the lightning hit the structure?
like the roof of the metal covering is just bent.
You know how
up.
cool that is? You actually
You know how
witnessed
scary,
it?
dude? My car was right underneath it. Like literally right there. I was like,
That's why you got insurance, brother.
Jesus Christ! Like,
Still.
yeah, I paid my bill.
That's
Where's that
wild.
happy with?
Right there. To the right. In that little dark hallway.
Right here?
Yeah, to the right.
Little rape hallway?
Yeah, dude. I mean, call it what you will.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I was pretty happy, man. Talk about sensitiveness. This is only 150.
So
Grass.
it's a little shaky, but
That's always like that.
so you're gonna take
For that Neptune that just got released.
shit.
Hybrid.
What?
Yeah.
If it was a 510, I would be.
You're gonna buy that
This
bitch.
looks ready on this, so I like that too as well. I think
See how they're heating up
so. Not getting nice as your mirror.
Yeah, from the outside in. They're supposed to go inside out.
outside in.
Hopefully it's not
It's inside out.
And that's what they're doing, right?
Yep.
That's
So-
awesome.
It looks like one is firing one more. So you're gonna take pliers,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna scrunch that bitch together.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fire it, let it get hot.
And then squish them together. Yeah, that one's firing faster. So those need to be closer.
Once it gets hot, you're gonna wanna get in there as quickly as possible.
But I never
Don't ever do that
hold
while
the
it's
trigger
firing
exactly.
because it will pop the coil.
Or
You gotta
just
redo
destroy it,
everything.
right?
And then also,
I don't know why that one is.
Yeah.
Dude, this button is getting hot.
creating more air.
Yeah. I was trying to do it. And get it fit. So what I did was I tried to-
Oh.
Why don't you just do it with regular 28?
Oh yeah.
It just won't be as fun.
I had 16 hours.
Yeah.
16.
Oh, it's hitting good, man.
And that's
Here, shoot on it. I know.
Yeah, dude, your button's getting hot. That's not good.
Yeah, I know. You're telling me.
What is that?
Button always gets hot. Mainly the bottom half.
Yeah. I mean, I can use whatever size and how I want. And if I want to do a single, I can do a single.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna slow it just for me.
Yeah, so I was just
Just in
single.
case we are doing
a single for
That makes sense. Oh shit, never mind. Forgot.
Yeah, I need to go.
Yeah, I left that mistake. That probably needs to go away.
Is it more even though?
No. See how this one's heating up a lot faster?
Yeah.
26?
Shouldn't be like
That's good. I would use it on top.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I just don't like when it comes on shit. Look what I got here.
See, that's what I came down here. I wanted to figure out
Oh, fuck.
how many drops do you put on it?
I can put 10 drops on this.
And how long will that vape for?
Let me see how much cotton you get.
10 minutes.
Wow, dude, that's way less cotton than I had.
Yeah, that's, you should see mine.
Yeah, dude.
Mine's just crammed with it.
No, dude, you don't need that much time.
They said it too on the video. They're
And
like,
because
less is
and
better.
it's hard to put less in there because you feel like that doesn't make sense. But the less cotton in there, the more juice it absorbs because there's more room for it to expand.
See, that's what you gotta
Science.
You want to have a
That's the way you
good.
gotta think, right?
You're gonna have a good amount, not too much, not too little. Too little, and you're just gonna have leakage all over the place because it's not having anywhere to suck it up to. Too much, and that end of the wick is gonna stay saturated all the time.
any cotton.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. You want to have a good ratio.
I think this
That's right about in the middle where it should be.
I'm gonna get the big one. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Those are micro.
Nano.
Nano.
Nano is just on a smaller gauge bit.
Do you do dual coil? You do dual coils, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This coil, I don't do dual coils very often. One coil is heating up way quicker.
Was it
Okay, let me look at it.
many years?
So yeah, now fill it up. Dude, now fill it up to the juice level.
It looks like it heated up like a little bit more evenly there, didn't it?
So it'll
No.
A little bit, but still not where I want it.
No, unfortunately not. This is a special. It's like $115.
Nice. I do like it. What's the name of it?
Quasar? If you want one, I
Was
can
that Space Jam?
115?
I'll let him take a look at it real quick just to see.
I'll take your number, man. If that's cool.
Yeah, take my number. They still got some of them. This
Alright,
is really.
There's that little thing, like, can you talk through the watch?
Yeah.
Alright, I just wondered. I've seen the commercial.
You can do like everything through it.
Look at porn.
If I mod it, if
That's dope.
I root it.
That's dope. I would.
What's your first name?
Catch me out in anywhere, just watching porn on my wristwatch.
My number is
Someone just comes up next. Oh, yeah.
628.
No big deal.
619. Was that saved a number like that?
Yeah, just go boom,
This sucks.
boom.
For the Galaxy Note?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
The Galaxy S5's coming out. It's dope.
It's gonna be quite some time. Probably October.
Hey man,
November.
right around the corner. I'm gonna wait because by then my contract will be up and I'll be ready for a new one.
With Verizon?
No,
No?
T-Mobile. They're hiring for T-Mobile too.
There you go. T-Mobile will probably get first.
Oh no, man! Don't screw yourself.
I hate seeing lit scooters. I don't know what that's for, but hopefully not one of mine.
I like this mod.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
115, you said?
115. The only shop that carries it in Arizona, and the only shop that will carry it
there's
is
something you said.
Offbeat.
Offbeat.
Offbeat meaning off of Yoga Corner.
Huh.
Yeah, distribution right?
Yeah. And the only other place is in Connecticut.
Word.
Well, when I look at the industry,
I know, man.
when I look at what I'm making for what I do,
And only one of them's really firing on point.
$1,000 short.
Yeah, check that out. That one heats up perfect. That's how the other one should be heating up.
Mike. Oh, he's busy.
Me too. Yeah.
That sucks. I gotta go soon.
That just sounds like you. How much for an IT director? I would shoot myself.
The only thing I can think of is maybe that one has an extra wrap on accident.
And the other one?
Yeah, the one that's not firing as quickly. God, that's hot. Like,
Man,
Good
that's
God.
getting really hot.
it shouldn't be. That battery can handle it.
I think it's that.
I'm not quite ready to take it.
Yeah, they seem to have more practice and stuff.
It's such a weird design.
Stanley, EDU, they have a really good price. And then that way you get it on your VMware.
I'll bring it back.
On VMware. And then that way you're able to take the test.
Is it like a routine type thing?
It's a couple of weeks, it's not nine cooks.
Oh, okay.
And basically it's just slabs of cookies. Pretty
Yeah, and hands on.
Yeah. Well, and then if you've ever worked with it before, it's super easy.
Yeah, it's time to build something new. It's boring. Shit, I also have to build it.
Hey Mike, if this thing's not firing right with the dual coil, is there, like, I've gotta go, and can I just like wrap some? Like I think that I wrapped one of them a little, like one more wrap.
Dude, this is so hot.
I know.
As soon as I left my jacket in my truck.
That's gonna be
How many
ohms is it?
That sounded like a great idea when you came in.
Yeah, it was fine when I came in.
Fucking sunny and shit.
There's
Better than my idea. I'm like, maybe I should bring a jacket. Nah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not gonna rain.
I was watching the race earlier, and it's like last week Daytona got rained out for 6 hours, and then this week they got, I don't know if you remember the Finns, but they're here in Phoenix, and it's raining.
The one time a year it actually fucking rains.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, they haven't got rain in 70 days.
Since like December 22nd. Why does it get so hot?
Because you've been just sitting here firing it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I've been trying to figure it. Well, I haven't been trying to figure it out. He has. Any better?
We'll be in a sec.
Right.
This battery's almost dead.
On my life.
Really? It was full.
Really?
Figure out
Maybe
the code.
Is there even now?
Awesome. Let me check that battery.
Just check it out. No, hold on. It will be in a sec.
Damn, Claire.
That's our toilet. Down the side of the road.
Really? Oh, great.
You took the bad time to go for a walk.
I mean, you can't really pick when you need stuff in the store. It's sort of necessary and unnecessary.
Yeah, maybe it's a scam launch, everything else you can do without.
Oh.
hear you.
I don't even know, man. I'm very discouraged. I'm honestly about to just fucking turn in this thing and go back to my attitudes.
Dude, you just, I don't, why'd you build the wire with two wires?
Well, that's how he taught me how to do it.
You'll get discouraged at first, but definitely get fun.
I know I'm, whatever, man.
It's too complicated. You can wick this up and it'll work.
I just fucking frustrated. Fuck it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't fucking matter now. I don't even know how to wick it or anything, too.
All you gotta do is get cotton rolled up and put it through it.
Can you cut it?
Alright, you're pretty good. I'll keep that cheap. That's why I get in like little shapes with the slides. Go to the six bucks better. That's where you got like big, that's still pretty hard on. What's up, Mark? It is fucking 4 now. Oh my god. You serious?
Yeah, dude, I'm serious.
There's a goddamn heart attack! Blur!
Where the hell did my vape go?
Alright, so can I wick this? I got it like that, right? And then you pour it to the other side. No, close, no. That was my wick. God.
I gotta go, bro.
I know, bro.
I'll get crazy.
I'm about to fucking say fuck my life, alright? This is what's going on right now. Yo, Devo, what I'm gonna do right here, right now, players, I'm gonna leave you with my vehicle, alright? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Wait, I'm not gonna make you go back home. Those people still there. I don't know. So, you do whatever you need to, I'm not a guest. So, you take the wheel on that one. Yeah, that's sort of what it is, this kind of you take the wheel. There ain't nobody around to drive in Arizona when it's fucking raining.
Oh, absolutely. 80 seems like it was heavy.
Dude, it wasn't even raining, there was a puddle on the ground, and this Asian lady in front of me was going 25. Dude, everybody's like,
So I put it on here, and then I'm doing it just a couple times to see if I can get accuracy out of it, but it's not really pretty.
Yeah,
It's pretty low. Is it really high?
Is it really low?
Really high?
No, it's amazing. I got it twisted, I got it twisted, screwdriver. I'm only just like one coil right now, so
Well, let's see. There's not even any viewers. So wait over here. I'll show you the calculator real quick, and then we'll put it in.
There were those batteries that before you get out there.
The batteries?
Yeah.
I gave you one. I'm using the other one. And the charger's right there. Like a tiger. It's a 0.5 I can run right to the battery, right?
Okay.
This one, the black one.
You want that?
Yeah. You only have to run 0.5 on this. This is not too much.
You're running at 0.3 ohms, 4.2 volts, 14 amps, so you should be safe.
Where'd you get that thing?
I'm actually gonna have one on my website, but this is just a vape cal I found online. You can go to.
You see this thing? You put. So I'm gonna get an ohmmeter. We need one.
This thing works. Wait, is it low?
Is Mike helping you out?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's wicking it up, dude. You said like it's good as it gets right now, but I'm gonna go over to his house tomorrow. He's
For
gonna
sure.
be able to
You
do
can rebuild it. You know, you're gonna have to take a couple times before you get good at it.
Yeah, dude. If I don't just fucking throw the mod away and go back to the iPad.
Yeah, so you're only pulling about 14 amps, so that's not bad. You're under the limit.
Under?
Yeah, and if it's not too hot for you, then stick with it.
So how do I get more then? One more wrap? Less wraps?
Higher resistance?
Well, better amps. 'Cause I want to be
Less amps or more amps?
Well, I want less, I guess.
Okay, so take your cap off. Is it dual?
No, I just have a single coil,
Is that a W?
but I'm running. Yeah. See how my wire is? I did a. It's just 2 wires wrapped together.
Twisted for sure. Do you cover the hole?
No, I just turn it to the side, so it sits like that.
Is it a dual hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so you're not even getting the amount of shit that you should be getting.
Yeah.
Because it's a single hole. I'm going to put that on there right now. To get the good airflow, you're going to have to plug that every time.
Mm-hmm.
So either do a dual coil or
Dude, I built on it.
you can get a new cap with a single coil,
Mm-hmm.
single hole. But that's going to screw up your airflow.
I just put a little piece of tape over it. Fuck it.
You could, I mean, as long as it's not melting on there.
Yeah.
Melting, you could.
Right here. This is mine, right?
Yes. Yeah, so when you twist it like that, you're reducing the resistance. And it looks like that's only a 4 wrap, 3/4 wrap. You're going to want to do an extra wrap,
Extra wrap.
and that makes the ohms
So
higher.
this ring battery
which
that's
makes,
inside is gonna be okay with
the amp up lower.
Okay. Okay.
So if you build it
It's only
again,
got half charge.
like I said, it's fine for now. That's a lot of cotton. Now, is that working for you?
yeah, I just went through that with the other dude. Yeah, it's a lot of cotton. That's
Yeah.
how I
No, this
never
one's
do
still
that.
got half charge too.
So I'm gonna leave the cotton on it right now.
Yeah,
bring
no,
all
you're
my
good for
batteries
now.
in.
I mean, when you go to rebuild it, you re-wick it, just a little less cotton, in my opinion.
Okay.
But for the most part, it looks like a good coil. The twisted is fine. Looks like they're all touching pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it fires from the inside out,
It's just
so
one.
all of them fire too.
I'm not gonna, dude. I mean, I'm gonna come over and like.
Yeah, so that's not bad. But if you want higher ohms, you just wrap another wrap around it.
So higher ohms, and then I would lower my amps. I'm guessing to a 12.
In the neighborhood.
Okay.
In the neighborhood.
Okay. Sweet, dude. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So get the black one,
Yeah, you can go with the black one.
or should I stick with the one?
Just don't go below. Good God.
What are you talking about?
Flooded over here. The black one is at. That's dumb.
No, it doesn't give you. Okay.
Horribly? Not horribly. Poorly, yeah. Horribly, no. That's the deal.
Where's the bathroom right here?
This one doesn't have it either. How dumb. Okay. Let's do shit by hand.
Oh, does it give you a chart at the bottom though?
Amps is volts divided by ohms. So you're at 4.2 volts. 4.2 volts divided by. No, I know the amps. Okay.
Ooh, is that not that one?
That's annoying as hell. Yeah, we're gonna do that next. I'll take a piss in a second here.
such a frustrating thing to get right at. At least
I don't know. I struggled with my RSST,
Fuck, man,
and then
it's
once
not
I got
dry out there.
once I got the IW, it
Okay, so you're not going to want to go below 0.25 amps on that battery
I didn't say that. I said I
in the
like
neighborhood. So stay about where you're at or higher, and you should be good with that black battery.
I'm gonna try the black battery.
Why is
Eat this. Well, I'm gonna need one more.
Do you know where the red battery went? I only have one.
I think I have it. I still
Oh,
have
I wonder if it's in. No, it's in my program. I bet you if I look right now, it's in there.
it. We checked. I think I might have it still.
I thought I looked at it. We already settled that.
You ready?
Yeah, brother. 4. You sure your kids drive safe, right?
Later, man.
Sure help, brother.
No problem, man. You have a good day. All right, guys. No viewers. Great.
Yes.
What's that?
A single piece of quad 28 gauge at 4 or 5 racks. Because I had a hard enough time getting that one coil in through the post. Yeah. Even with taking the top, because this is just kind of slotting, so you take the desensitization. Oh. Or not. Yeah, right into it. Server.
Are you liking the package?
I don't know yet. I'm still in the process of building it. I'll tell you in a minute.
Do you like it?
So the AK-47 is really good. Yeah, the AK-47. Wow, I just told Chris, like, give me some of that switch process.
Yeah, that charger?
No, it didn't.
Yeah. A little sketchy, but where'd you go with that? That was very impressive.
Half a second.
Yo, where's this more? What?
What do you mean the windows are leaking?
Bad?
That's what I just said, the windows.
Are they leaking bad?
Yeah.
sounds not.
Well, I'm not technically an employee of Excel Vape On right now, so I don't know.
Something, probably we should call Bob.
Okay. Is it bad?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. What are you vaping on over there?
Flavor? Space Jam, Starship 1.
Oh, okay.
It's a kiwi custard. It's delicious.
a little wet out there.
Yeah, where's my other battery? The orange one that you're using? Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's fine. I thought it was dead. That's cool.
Alright, guys.
I just want to double check.
Do a little video here. I'm just gonna ask each individual person what you're vaping on, what flavor, your setup, how long you've been vaping, shit like that. Anybody opposed?
Yep.
Yeah. I guess I'll start with you if you don't mind.
Yeah, what? I'm thinking. I just got it.
Ooh, I need one of those. Are you guys selling these or can I grab one of these, Mike? Please grab one. That's for drip fit. I need an O-ring, guys.
Cool, man. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Just tell me what your name is and what your mod is, your atomizer, what flavor, and how long you've been vaping.
Dan, my mod's it's a TU clone. Current atomizer's a IGOW. Dripping some Crunk Monk, right? I think. Been vaping 2.5 years, 2 years.
For sure.
Yeah,
Off and on or continuous?
continuous.
For sure, man. Hell yeah. Sweet. Alright, man. How about you? What's your name? What mod you vaping on? Atomizer, flavor, and how long you been vaping?
Okay. My name's Steven. I currently have a Chiu clone with a Trident clone. Been vaping about 6 months and haven't had a cigarette since.
Nice, man. Congrats. Hell yeah.
Now that I wish I could say.
Alright, man. How about you? Name, what mod, atomizer, flavor, and how long you been vaping?
My name is Joe. I've been dating for about 5 months at my Amazon P5 Black. They go W4. Currently has my application service.
Sure, how long you been vaping?
About 5 months.
5 months. Okay. Hell yeah.
Alright, somebody's found
Name, atomizer, your mod, flavor you're vaping on, how long you been vaping?
Blue. Currently have a IGOW on a Star 12.
What is that? Fucking Mike's alarm.
Thank you, Luke.
Alright, let's try that again.
It's looking for my phone, so I don't.
Alright, so it's Eastern 12, the IGOW. Whole slew of flavors, no protector.
Sure. How long you been vaping?
Been going for, was on and off for about 5 years. Remember when Blue first took over the market, over IntelliSig. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. What about you, man? Your name, your mod, your atomizer, how long you been vaping, what flavor you're vaping on?
Name's Tom. I'm vaping San Diego. I got a good disclosure.
Nice.
Right now I'm running a Lava and CDH. And I've been vaping for about 3 months.
Nice, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. Yeah. The guy bought it from
Oh yeah. That's how my IGOW wheeled out when we lose money.
No, those aren't me. Yes.
It's like a cancer.
Yeah, 316 or 335.
Normally,
I'm gonna get yours. You're talking about.
Your brother ever tried that mango guava?
I don't remember if you did or not.
Rose.
Oh, yeah. That's not bad.
I love mom pops.
Ended up getting this
Shit, so
place called Blood and Vapor in Dallas.
They're really cool. They free shipping. They expire every 2 days. So I got it in 4 days. And we went on a little trek last week.
They're all chilly here, huh? It's fucking nice in there. Love it.
Keeps our addies nice and cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, that feels really good.
All right. I would take your K Fun and just rinse it out as much as you can. Take the paper towel. Yeah, clean it as much as you can. We don't have alcohol here, but you can rebuild it when you get home. Just that way you know how.
Did you guys build it?
Well, it's brand new, so it's still got all the machine oils and
Yeah,
shit
it's
on
gonna
it.
taste like shit until you clean that thing with alcohol.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
We'll just get the build down and knock out later.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that's what we should do.
I think we have alcohol at home.
So you'll be screwing all night.
I'll just do what I always do and put my IGOWs back on.
I'm very, very happy with IGOW. I'm truly impressed with it. I was kind of scared about switching to Conti.
Yeah.
I am like fucking a mess now.
It's a calculated risk, is what it is. Because if you dry burn it, it's pretty bad for you. If you get a nice inhale of dry cotton, you're getting as many bad chemicals as you were with cigarettes.
Yeah.
You're getting formaldehyde, all kinds of
Did you see that test? So it's the first test that a doctor has done, and he's been dealing with about 9,000 patients on e-cigarettes, and he says
Dr.
that.
Parciniolanos or whatever?
Oh, dude, it's something. Yeah, did you read about this?
Yeah.
So about like how the chemicals in the air are just about what you're breathing. Now, dry vaping obviously.
Well, no, yeah, they did the air quality test, and it showed that when you vape in a closed environment, you're getting pretty much the same as you're getting in air.
Certain type of the world.
Yeah.
You're gonna inhale is like majority of the things that you're vaping. So
Exactly.
that was pretty interesting, anyway.
Yeah, the air quality tests are good.
Because I mean, we are the testers.
Yeah.
We are the.
I have a buddy. You ever go to AZ Vape Club?
What's that?
You've been to AZ Vape Club?
No.
Well, I have a buddy named Robbie. He vapes about 30 mil a day. Works at a shop, vapes all day, right?
Oh, that man. I bet he burns cigarettes.
So the way he figures it is if there are any issues, he's gonna get them first. Because 30 mils a day, I also 30 mils in a week, like 6 days.
What's his name again?
Robbie.
I'm gonna keep up with him.
Well, he works at the shop, so he gets everything wholesale, so he doesn't pay full price, so he can vape 30 mil a day,
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
started with the Ego Tank 510, about 2 years ago. Through.
We didn't think about that, dude. That's every Saturday.
Then I got the Proberry. Started with the Proberry, then I got mechanical, and now I'm just like, shit. I love my Proberry. It's just the right builds, you have to find that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a pain in the butt.
I mean, you guys are really good at building. You guys can help with that too. Yeah. He's really. That's really fun. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to get people in here.
For sure. Just grab a paper towel and just fucking do every thread, everything. Like,
Yeah, well, that's what I did in there. I got a little bit of it off.
I'm just everything.
Who's that at?
I'll help you.
hello again, guys.
wants it right now, though.
Wow.
Sport. You know, imagine if that dude's seriously smoking 30 mils a day, at some point that's gotta start getting healthy.
Yeah. Well, he says that he now has something kind of like a smoker's cough because he gets it pulls the moisture out of your chest, but at that volume, you're leaving moisture in your chest a little bit at least. Like, the PG can't pull out the moisture you're leaving if you're vaping 30 mils a damn day.
PG, that's not water soluble.
PG is what's called a humectant, which means it attracts moisture. So they put PG in a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff they use it for is like packaging foods and things, and they put PG in it to keep the moisture out because the PG, moisture in because the PG attracts the moisture. So it'll take the moisture from the atmosphere and keep it in whatever the PG is in. So when you inhale and then you exhale, that PG is actually pulling the moisture from your lungs, which is why everybody says you're supposed to drink more water than you did before because you can get dehydrated because it's pulling moisture from your body.
That's why I wake up doing that shit.
Yeah, so if you ever notice your flavors seem muted and you're changing flavors so it's not vape tongue, which is actually olfactory fatigue, by the way. And you notice that, your flavors aren't tasting that good or you can't taste a whole lot, you're probably dehydrated. So you didn't drink enough water that day or the previous day.
Sideways by the time you got to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be ridiculous.
I know.
It'll never happen.
Common sense when there's weather, but not picking up the fucking. Well, common sense is not
No, it's not.
at all.
You are
Especially
so
on
right.
Arizona road.
Because anytime you use the term common sense, it's always a no or a not somewhere in the same sentence. Including Apple.
Yeah.
If you don't go through that window, that's legal.
That doesn't come off.
No, he's down here.
Nothing down in there.
There's a well down there.
No. Just your area comes in and comes out your clothes. Oh, wait, I guess I want to put that in.
Massive amounts of RH.
How can I do a dual coil with this?
No, it's supposed to squeeze on that. Right there.
Yeah, no. But my friend is ready. I guess I'll sit.
Yeah. I've had really good luck with that. With
Where the screwdriver came from. Something on.
You want to grab me the wire, though?
Hey, grab something here. It's 30 gauge and it's free.
Oh. I like 26.
Oh, for sure.
Screws.
How about just wire cutters?
Well, I got a coil belt there. I don't know if you want to use it. I just wrapped that earlier when I was showing him. And it'll work for you.
Scratch.
You don't want to have to build another one.
No.
But that's my build. That's my favorite.
Huh. That's
It's a
definitely
contact micro coil.
interesting.
Oh, that box is gonna fall.
Oh, wires unspool.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
I've been so used to vaping on my K-Fun the last couple days that I keep dumping my juice. And this battery is about at the end of its life right now.
Yeah, I think it was 8. It's either 6 or 8.
A whole lot of that popped up this time.
I think that IntelliCharger over here should get the code. Here it is. Was that his? Damn, I was say that wasn't.
That badass charger was that bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's selling it.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
What's his website?
What? I mean,
Vape On?
charging you
I don't know. I have no idea.
Mike's not on the clock, therefore he's just another dude. You gonna grab your tampon while you're in there?
Oh, Steven.
Hey,
Yeah.
Steve.
Fucking,
One at a time.
right? You know how we always bitch people about how stressful their job is? Fucking, Andy Clark, one of the Q&A developers, dropped dead at his desk last week.
What the fuck?
Yup.
Seriously?
Yup. They got him into an ambulance. Died in a hospital. Steve Durham went into work at like 8:30 or something. Cop cars, ambulances, fire trucks, all in the fucking HQ parking lot.
Isn't that so good?
I'm so happy right now.
It feels good when you build the scripts like quality coil.
The more you build, the better you get.
I'm fucking
Yeah.
starving.
That battery was at 3.4. It was super dead.
And then next thing you know, we're getting a picture.
Watch it so I can shut clouds.
Yep.
Fresh battery.
That's seriously.
Not bad.
How many wraps do you have on these?
very.
What's up?
How many wraps? Well, I guess mine's different. Size.
What ohm are you looking for?
Well, I don't know on this one. I like to keep my IGOW about 0.4.
Okay. I don't think you want to go quite that low with K-Fun.
Yeah.
I built mine originally. It was at 1 ohm, and that was too high. Now mine's at about 0.8, and it seems like it's pretty decent vape.
Don't tell that
What?
to Steven, dude.
This is my angry K-Fun. And Chris was the one that named it that. It's a .38.
And it wicks just fine?
Yep.
Yeah? Is it hot as hell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I say angry K-Fun.
So, in that case, how hot do you want it? I don't like hot vapes. I keep
Yeah.
it about 0.8.
No, I like
Nice and
taste.
cool.
I'd much rather have taste.
Yeah, so I'd put about 0.7-ish.
So that's just it. What do you think that is?
On 26,
Yeah. So I've got
Dude, you can't do
I'd probably go 6 wraps.
Yeah, you can.
5, 7 more.
I don't
Maybe
think
7.
below 0.3.
Are you doing a single wire?
No, I'm doing that double like you had.
Just
Okay.
you know, like
I'd go
four
about
wraps.
I'd go about 6 wraps, and we'll mount it and
No,
see.
it's only
If not, we'll wrap in an extra
Four
wrap.
wraps.
We'll take one away.
That ain't bad. We don't have Wi-Fi.
Seems massive.
Not on me.
And I would mount it on something, so you can mount it on my.
Well, do you do the same thing? Torch them and squeeze them?
I do, but I do that. Different people do it different ways. A lot of people will take it with the pliers, and they'll put them in the pliers and torch it.
Right.
I like to mount it and fire it and torch it, or not torch it, but fire it and squeeze it.
Yeah.
Both ways work.
That shit's
They're both
Okay.
acceptable. Whichever one you like doing better is,
No, I'll definitely try that one. Just I'd much rather fire it on there to get the fit right.
So I found when you do the dual wire,
Oh, yeah.
let's mount this bitch. That way it's not moving all over the place.
Yeah, I was an idiot and got it at 8. So I'm drinking 8 milligram on it. 2 coil.
Butterfingers today. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, and those guys are all the way down.
See after I went.
That's where it went.
Probably got my battery.
What were you in there doing earlier?
Busy.
Oh, it's a 0.32 now. So.
It should jump up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said not today, but.
All right, so because it's the dual wire, like I was saying earlier, you can't wrap it around the posts. But if you don't do a dual wire, you can wrap it around the post just fine.
Right.
So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want them facing opposite directions instead of the same like you normally would.
Okay.
No, the UFC fight.
Oh.
Yep. No, we only want 15. Yeah.
There you go. And what you're going to want to do, God, that's thick. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bend this right about there this way, and then vice versa for the other one. That way, when you mount it, you can just put one in, put the other one in, and it's there. You know what I'm talking about?
Bend that wire.
So bend this way, and that one that way.
Just like, I gotcha.
Right where it needs to go in.
Next week, I'm sure you got to build Dragon Man up for us. You see him?
I was watching something about those.
I don't like the bed, the cotton bed. Some people digging it, but I don't like them.
That's gonna sit. Wait. Oh, so that's gonna sit on top. All right, I got you. So how the heck do you bend that down and around?
You don't. So you're gonna take the wire and bend it right about where that post is. So like right here.
Yeah, it's redneck.
See, so that you can just throw that bitch in there.
What is it? 4?
One wire, squeeze that wire together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
God. I don't work with 26 very often, so yeah, you're gonna want to make that a little smaller and then shove that through. Do the same thing with the other side, and then you can mount it.
But so does the coil sits on top here, right?
Yep, that hole in the center you see is the airflow.
Yeah.
So it comes from below, which is really nice.
Twice now. Really? I still can't get her buffalo.
You built that. He clearly wants you to save the shit out.
Yeah, once.
God, I love the clouds this thing gives me. It's a single coil, 0.7, 0.6.7. It fucking works great. So I like to leave what I mounted it on, or what I wrapped it on there, so that you're not screwing up the coil while you're fucking with it.
Right.
I use a drill bit, so it makes it really easy. It's not tough.
Oh, you mean like?
With your screwdriver, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just leave it in there, that way you're not fucking up the coil while you're mounting it.
Versus like building in your bedroom.
That's what I need though.
So now all you gotta do is pull that through, yep, just like that, just to shorten it up a little bit. Now you can pull it back out, and then bend the other wire and do the same thing with the other side. It's actually a lot simpler than building on my IGOL.
Well, that was a bad idea from start to finish. You knew it, and I knew it, and you just kept doing it. It wasn't so much that, it was the fact that you were firing off your fucking shoot you like a dumbass while you couldn't protect.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about that.
It's all
It's nice, man. I don't use it anymore, except for when I'm home now, which is nice. Use my Vape On. Can't blow clouds with it, but it's got good flavor and good vapor, so. And now I don't have to drip and drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm after. I drive a lot.
I drive a lot too. I drive about a 30-mile round trip to work. 30, 40.
Yeah, I definitely don't drive that much.
I live in North Glendale and I work in North Scottsdale, so
I live in Gilbert, and I don't know. I have my own company,
oh really? What do you do?
IT consulting.
Oh, nice. There you go. I'm a bit of an IT guy myself.
Seems a lot of people that are involved with this stuff are.
Shit, we do a hangout with a bunch of vapors on my IRC channel,
Oh yeah.
and one of the females popped in. We were talking to her for a while. Like, oh, I'm in IT. No shit, I'm in IT. And there's like 10 people. Oh wow, there's like 8 people in here in fucking IT.
Yeah. Oh, so I get that guy in.
God, I love Starship Born. Vape a little. Watermelon.
So I'm gonna want to just bend this up and stick it in.
Yep. Oh god, I love that. Watermelon, and I hate watermelon. I would suggest getting some drill bits. It makes mounting so much easier.
Yeah,
Whatever size drill bit you have.
I've got some at home. I didn't even
For sure.
think to bring those. Oh, I do need to get some more sizes.
I don't even use them for drilling. I just use them for building.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Because I think the ones that I have are just a little too big.
I want to get a DNA 30.
Alright, guys.
Dude, but they're
Been on here a couple hours, not really doing a whole lot, so I'm gonna get out of here now.
No.
You guys have a good day. Vape on.
Have you seen that one?
Is it that thing has DNA 30 chip in it?
No, it doesn't. It's
Oh, I have to.